Another mukbang live video. What's going on? How are ya? We're not just doing a regular live. We're eating this time. I'm gonna hook y'all up. I'm in the car right now. We are live from a dog show. No, we're in dog class. Goira talon. My Goira is an opiskelia. That's student. So yeah. So we used to. You remember Sunday nights or Sunday afternoons, if you're watching from the States, we used to do this. We would have, like, right, you can't really see, but right in front of me is, so I'm in my car, so, but right in front of me, Hopknot, what's going on? My wife, there's two classes. There's a class right here, and there's a class over there. And my dog I like bragging. So she's an award-winning show dog. I don't know what we doing to have her be winning awards at dog shows, but she's winning awards. She is a long-haired German Shepherd. She's about to be 1 year old, and yeah, we would usually do multiple terve, moi, moro. We would do dog shows once or twice a month, and then dog classes. But we haven't done dog classes in a while because I think they cancel them or something. And so we're back at it. We're back doing dog classes. And is that my wife? No, it's not my wife. What are we doing? Oh my Gouda. I guess they're switching around. They went from over here to over there now. I kind of want to show y'all what's going on, but they have like an obstacle course. Can I, without stopping? Let me see. There we go. It's like an obstacle course thing. She was over there, over that building. There's people over there by the fence, and now she's back over here. Oh, she's right there. Oh, I can't zoom in. Damn it. Let me flip back. Okay. I don't have much, but I've got some, let me see. Super chat. No, I want all chat. Top chat. There we go. What up, Jay? Oh, that's a nice place for it. Okay, so I have these things. My wife already ate some before class, but let me show you the other packaging part of it. I don't know what this is. Have you guys tried these? Are these good? Are these any good? Let me know. Comment. It looks like white chocolate with some hazelnut. I don't know. We're going to try these out. This is the top of it. And then this is the bottom. They look good. Inside is a whole nut. A whole hazelnut. It's like the same nut you would get from Ferrero Rocher. That's what it is. Oh, dude. The business right now, thank you for asking, by the way. I've been telling you guys for months now that, all I can do is share my future plans. I've never seen that kind, but I love the original ones. I think I've had the original ones. I don't remember. But the plan, all I could have done for, so we landed here. We landed last December in Finland, and the only thing I could really share with you guys is my dream. Nothing was reality yet, you know. We came here unemployed, brand new baby, brand new puppy, because, you know, we drained all our accounts. We drained everything. And sure, we have some passive income. We have some property. We get paid on YouTube. We have a little bit, you know, so we're fine. We're living at her in-laws, or my in-laws. And all I could do since last December is really just share, like, what our plans are for this butcher shop that I want to open up here in Finland. So if you're new in here and you didn't know, hi, my name's Berto. I'm Berto the Butcher. I have been a butcher for years. I am a certified butcher from New York City. The last two places I worked, I was the head butcher. And my plan is to open up my own American, New York style butcher shop here in Finland. Specifically Salo, which is a city in between Helsinki and Turku. And we plan on doing two things. The big thing is we don't have a location yet because we broke. We can't go to the bank and be like, hey, the burger patties from your recent, I'm gonna talk about that. I'm gonna talk about the burger stuff. There's a lot of things we want to talk about, but the wife has me on a strict, very short leash on what she wants me to unveil to everybody. So the banks aren't giving us loans because we came here as Americans to Finland with, like, we are new here. Like, my wife's a Finnish citizen, but she left Finland and lived with me for 8 years, so her credit here is shot. I'm here and I have to build my credit. So needless to say, we're starting from the bottom. Now we're starting from the bottom, and the very first most important thing is the website. That's done. We just can't roll it out yet. The website is done. So we've confirmed that the website works perfectly with Posti here in Finland. If you're an American and you are on here right now, Posti means like the postal service. So we can send our raw seasoned or raw unseasoned meats from our business all over Finland, nationwide, for a decent price. It's not bad. So that's one of the things we're really aiming to have up and running soon. On top of that, when that starts rolling out, we will be doing dori, which, again, for my Americans that are in here and they don't know, that is farmer's market. So we have a set schedule in our head. We already talked to dori, how much it costs and everything. We will be doing doris. Thursdays, it's going to be Turku. Fridays is going to be Salo, where the business is. And Saturdays is going to be Helsinki. So those are the 3 days we will physically be out at farmers markets, Dori, selling our meats. And we're not a restaurant. We're not cooking these meats. These are raw meats that are American cut, served to you guys, vacuum sealed, ready to go. Some of them are going to be steaks, but with the steaks are going to come perfectly measured seasoning packets specifically for that steak. So if you buy a skirt steak, I'm going to give you a packet of the perfect amount of marinade, Mexican marinade for that skirt steak for tacos. If you buy a steak, I'm going to give you a little packet of perfectly seasoned, perfectly measured dry rub, a steak rub for that particular steak. And then, of course, we're going to have our New York style hot and sweet sausages chorizo, Alabama patties, which is just our breakfast patties that are like Jimmy Dean's breakfast sausages that we sell in the States. We'll have that. But another thing that I've been wanting to talk about, because I keep telling my wife, I'm like, we can sit here and explain to Finnish people all day, every day. This is a New York style sausage. You eat it like this. Sausage and peppers is famous in New York. And we can have tutorials all day, every day for this particular steak, this particular seasoning. This marinade goes with this skirt steak, which is good for tacos. And we can like explain all day. Well, what about the people that don't follow me on here? What about the people that have no idea about like these types of American cultures? Like, what about people that don't really know that this is for tacos, or this sausage is a New York style Italian sausage famous from these little Italy festivals? What about those people who don't go on the internet and don't know anything about that? I'll tell you what they do know. They know that when they think of American or American culture, they think American burgers. Everybody knows that. Everybody. So I have a humongous list. Oh, dude, we're doing samples. We just can't cook at Torri yet. Eventually, when we start making good money and we start like, and the business is successful, we'll have like a food truck, and we'll, with equipment on that it's like, so you have to have so many permits. Like Finland goes by the rules, bro. Like, you got to go by the rules. So we have to have like certifications and permits to be able to cook. But I can bring already cooked things and like warm them up and serve it at Torri for samples. But none of our stuff, when we sell it to you guys, none of it's going to be cooked. None of it. Everything we sell is raw. I know that's big here. I know people buy sausages here that are already cooked. I know they buy a lot of things that are already cooked here to make it easier for you guys. I want to challenge you guys on that. I want to challenge you guys whether I lose money or not on this. I want to challenge you guys on those type of things. I want to change the way people buy things and the way people experience things here, because at the end of the day, it's very common sense. You buy something raw, you cook it, it's going to taste the best it's ever tasted at that moment. If you buy something that's already cooked and then you just reheat it, it does take away from the flavors of that particular thing. And I want to be different. I don't want to be another cooked sausage inside your refrigerators at City Market and S Market. And are there a few raw sausages? Sure, but it's like 2 or 3. 90% of that wall in your refrigerators at City Market, S Market, it's all cooked sausages. And I don't want to be like that. Yeah, I want to give you guys fresh stuff. And I have a lot of things. Like, I want to do shish kebabs. I want to do marinated chickens. I want to do non-marinated meats. Like, I want you guys to have the option of coming into the butcher shop and buying. Like, I only want to buy chicken thighs, non-marinated. Boom, I got them. I only want to buy chicken legs, non-marinated. I want to buy, can I buy this whole chicken and you cut it up for me fresh? I can do that. I want to be basically the same butcher shop I worked for back in New York. I want to bring that here. The thing is, though, I keep talking about these things, and my wife's like, don't talk about everything. Don't tell them everything. But the recent video I came out with, what's the business? How do I say this? The overhead. Like, all right. So for example, when you make classic burgers, like if you go to the United States and you eat a burger, 9 times out of 10, especially when you go to a diner and they have fresh stuff, 9 times out of 10, that burger was grinded fresh that day from a chuck. Chuck is the part of a steer cow that has the perfect amount of meat to fat ratio. So it's 80-20. You always want to use 80-20 ground beef for burgers. So that's what I'm doing. I'm doing 80-20 ground beef. And of course, we're going to have like the plain. I'm not calling it the plain burger. I'm going to call it the thick burger because I'm going to make them slightly thicker Each burger is going to be like a third of a pound weight wise, which is 150 grams per burger. But the thick burger, which that's the name of it, the plain burger, the thick burger that has no seasoning, no nothing on it, it's gonna be like 170 grams. I'm gonna make them a little bit bigger, slightly bigger, 175 grams around there. So that's gonna be one flavor, the thick burger, and then the second one's gonna be the al puar. Al puar. Okay, I think I said that right. I don't know if I said that right. Anyways, back in my old job, we had these burgers called al puar, al puar burger, something. I don't know. They're French inspired burgers, which sounds fancy, right? But you know what it is? Do you know what those type of burgers are? It's a regular plain burger, and it just has a crushed peppercorn, black peppercorn, and salt mixture crust on the side. And then I'm going to add like a little special something in the ground meat with it. But basically, like, those are the two burgers that are going to be the most plain. Only because whenever you sell any of stuff like that, you have to accommodate to everybody. So you have to have the regular burger, and then you have to have the one that has like basically salt and pepper. I am adding a little something to it, but we'll talk about that later. But here are my fun burgers that I got coming up. The pizza burger. I thought of the pizza burger because it's so simple and so fun to eat, right? A pizza burger is just, so there's this diner I used to go to. Oh, am I missing questions here? So who's going to be your meat distributor for me, or do you have not? Okay, so I will answer that here in a bit. The quick answer is yes. I have a meat distributor. They're out of Helsinki. In a perfect world, I would love to only work with local farms in Salo, but I came to find out that 90% of the farm workers here in Salo have signed contracts with these huge meat distributors, and they can't just sell to like random people like me. So, but the cool thing is, the meat distributor I'm going with, he has a list of like, these are the cuts that we have available, which is like, they have everything. And they show you what farms they come from. So I'll be able to advertise, like, I'm able to give me a list of all the Salo ones, which is nice. So yeah, so I do have a meat distributor. And so anyways, the next burger is the pizza burger. So long story short, everything I sell has a story to it. Long story short, when I was a kid, we'd go, me and my buddies, when we used to drink and smoke weed and be stupid idiots, which I've been sober for like 10 years. Like, I haven't touched anything. I remember going to this diner called Town Line Diner. And it was two different diners, Town Line Diner and AAA Diner. And I remember going in there, and we'd be lit. We'd be feeling good. And we'd walk in, and they had this pizza burger, and it was literally just like a regular burger, but they would put pizza seasonings on it, like Italian seasonings on it, and they would add mozzarella cheese, but they would it'd be like a big slice of mozzarella cheese on top, and they would add like a couple pepperonis in there. My pizza burger, I already make Italian seasonings for my sausages. So I figured, two birds, one stone. I'll put my Italian seasoning in the 80/20 ground beef. I'll get shredded mozzarella cheese, throw it in there. Chop up some pepperoni, put it in there, mix it, mold it, pizza burger. You're ready to go. Most of my burgers, by the way, will have the special Campus Meats seasoning with it to make it stand out from everybody else. So that's another one of my burgers, called the pizza burger. Another one is called the cowboy burger. The cowboy burger is really simple. It's going to have Campus Meats special seasoning. It's going to have shredded cheddar, and it's gonna have jalapeno. So it's gonna be a little bit of spice, a little bit of spiciness to it. It's really, really good. And it's just a common burger that a lot of places sell back home in New York. So I wanted to sell that. And then the last burger is going to be, wait, what did I do? Plain, au revoir. What did I do? Pizza burger, cowboy. Yeah, there's like literally like, I have like 15 burger recipes, but I'm only doing the first 5. The last but not least, the Berto burger. Cause hi, I'm Berto the Butcher. The Berto burger is going to be my signature seasoning, bacon, 2 kinds of cheddar, and my signature barbecue sauce in there. So I've been making, you know what's funny? I have been making my Berto burgers for 20 years. And I get to finally sell them in my business. So those are the 5 burgers. Oh, you just mentioned the Berto burger? Well, I gotta, dude, that's my most favorite. I have a million videos on YouTube about Berto burgers. I gotta sell Berto burgers on my butcher shop, right? Did I miss any questions? I love burgers. Imagine if you sell your, yeah, no, yeah, I know, I saw that, the Berto burgers, but yeah, so that's it. That's pretty much so the great thing about this month is that things are actually getting approved. Things are actually happening, like big things are happening. You have to go through like testing, like you have to test your knowledge on this certain things. You have to go through and talk to inspectors and get some permits and inspections. And because we don't have a location, we have to rent out a processing room location, which was super hard to find because every processing room, I'll just go ahead and say it, man. Like, guys, if you ever want anything in life, you have to put yourself out there. You can't just be a hard worker, and being a hard worker is good, but you have to put yourself out there in the world and talk to people, whether it's physically in the world, whether it's on social media. You have to tell people what's going on in your life, because at the end of the day, you need help. It doesn't matter how good of a worker you are, how good of this you are, how good of that you are. We all are successful because we all help each other. And I tried my hardest to find a processing room, and it was so hard to find because every processing room was game certified, which means like they're part of hunters clubs. And I've been doing this since December. I've been talking about my dream since December, a dream that is like for this month of September and the last couple weeks of August have like on paper have been becoming fact. And it's because I put myself out there in the world. And that we met this guy. He emailed us and he was like, hey, I heard you guys are having a hard time finding a processing room, blah, blah, blah. I would love to meet up with you guys and blah, blah, blah. Long story short, we met up with him, right? We're thinking like this guy, we live in a town of 50,000 people. We're thinking like he just happened to talk to somebody who talked to somebody who talked to somebody, because this is a small town. And then he wanted to reach out and maybe have a conversation about something. That's what we thought. I get to this processing room, which is like right outside of Jalisco, technically still in Salo. And it's beautiful. It's like a brand new barn. They renovated it. It's gorgeous. Brand new, right? But it's only certified for game meat. They're a hunters club. He's a hunter. This is a hunters club thing. I walk in there and I'm like, this is great and all. Thank you so much for talking to us. But unfortunately, like we're starting a butcher shop and we're doing this, and I don't think you guys are certified for a lot of things. I don't think I'd be able to use this, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, give me, what exactly do you need to be certified for? Give me a list of exactly all the things that you need. And I was just like, what? And then I was curious, and I was like, how did you guys where did you, who did you speak with about this whole, how did you find out about it? And he goes, oh, I've been following y'all on social media. Like, you guys are hilarious. Like, I've been watching you guys since you guys landed in Finland. Your content's awesome. And I just, I think your idea is such a great idea. I feel like it's going to be a big success, and I feel like it's going to be a big staple, not just in Salo, but I feel like it's going to be a big deal in the country of Finland, just like JJ's barbecue is opening up multiple locations all over Finland. Like, everybody knows about JJ's barbecue. Like, there's people that travel from Helsinki, Turku, Tampere, and other places to come to Salo just for JJ's. So it's like, he said he thinks that the same thing with us. And that like filled my heart. And I was like, you see what happens when you put yourself out there in the world? Like, people reach out. So I made him my list. And he didn't talk to me for 2.5 weeks. And then he reached out and was like, I got approved for pork. I got approved for beef. I got approved for chicken. I got approved for lamb. I got all the necessary water, sink things that you need. I got everything got approved. How much do you want to, like, and then we talked about money, like all these. And then I was just like, dude, I'm broke. So all I can offer is this much a month. And he was like, bet. I was like dumbfounded. I was so like, what the hell? So it's just a blessing. And I also feel like, things like this happen for a reason. And he even said to me, like, if I could be a part of something successful that's going to happen in my city, I would love to, in the future, when you have your business and you have your location and you no longer need my processing room, it'd be awesome to tell people like, hey, like when they started, they started in my place. And that was just like cool for, what I mean? Like, stuff like that was just like, when they talk about like Southern hospitality in America, like, people in the South, and they like welcome you in and they're so nice. I've never experienced that. And I lived in Alabama and Tennessee. I've gotten more Southern hospitality here in Finland than I ever had in my life. Legit. I've never felt more welcomed. I've never, like, to be an immigrant and to be here and to like have this country treat me the way they're treating me, telling me what to do this, do that, blah, blah, blah. You'll get approved for this. You do this. Like, people downtown that have like shown me how to start a business and wanting this business because they're excited for it. Like, I've never had this kind of help before in my life. You guys are really set up to welcome like immigrants. And I don't know. I've never felt that in the States. Even though the States is like a melting pot. Like, when you're an immigrant in the United States, it's like, good luck. So, I don't know. I love being here, and I'm so excited for these things to happen. I'm going to cut this because it's been like 30 minutes. But I just want to thank everybody for logging on here and showing me love on YouTube and being, whether you've been with me since 10 years ago on when my wife and I met on YouTube, or whether you just started watching me because of Campus Meets or because of TikTok. Like, I want to thank everybody for just showing love. I want to thank all the Finns for showing love. And guys, it's happening. It's like, we're close. We're like a few weeks away from things launching. And I really hope you guys enjoy everything we have to offer. I honestly, like, as much as I would love you guys to like order on the website and everything, I would love it even more if you just showed up to Dori. Like, I want to meet everybody. I don't want to like just like, here's a website order, have it. Like, come talk to me, come hang out, So, but yeah, it has been fun to hear about the things. Yeah, man, Hot Knob, and you've been rocking with me since the beginning, man. So I feel like you got out of America. I feel like I got out of America at the right time too. But I do miss the people. I miss the culture. I miss the food. I don't miss the people running it. But I'm happy I'm here. So thumbs up the video if you like it. Thumbs down if you don't. Comment, subscribe. And sorry I didn't eat this much candy. I should have shown the candy more, but I got excited about the future. But go follow me on Campus Meets on TikTok, Instagram, everything. All right, y'all. Peace.